Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Since last time I have re-equipped most of my party that I actually use. Mostly with the stuff that we bought in recent episodes, keeping them for the next level up because I will be able to equip them. Also lovely Blood Dragon Sword now. Unfortunately I wanted him out of the Grey Warden armour just cause there's cooler looking armour in the game, but the Grey Warden armour is a lovely mod. It's just if you're supposed to be hiding and everyone thinks you're dead, it's no good walking around looking like one. Morgan is honestly nuts. Liliana's still the same. I've changed Doggo's equipment over a little bit, and I've done what I always do with Sten, and I've put him in the massive armour, even though he does get the fatigue drop which affects his stamina. I've also since last time respec my character, so I've got momentum now. Yeah, we'll take a quick look at that. Just a simple respec. There's nothing major happened in it. I still kept the basis of the skills I had to start with. I've just, instead of having repose and cripple, I have momentum, and I must have sunk a point into something else. Not quite sure what, but hey ho. So today obviously we're going to be talking to Sandal, one of my favourite NPCs in the game, but we'll use them first. Tome of Teaching on myself, and the arcane technique can only be used on a mage if I remember to use it. Can't use it here because I can't control them. All it does is it gives you one ability point. Hadn't thought about what I wanted actually. I repost again, couldn't I? Or we can start doing weapon focus dagger. Get that nice little 5 additional damage. Or we can go for below the belt and start kicking them in the nuts. No, we'll go for dagger focus. Right, so we're going to be talking Sandal today.
If there's anything
Even though I've just spoke to Bodan.
Please. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected.
But it's not just Sandal we're going to be talking about today. Today is going to be a big gifting episode. These gifts down here, some obviously permanent gifts. Some are gifts just to bump them up. This is part of obviously the feast.
Hello.
Pardon me, the feast gifts DLC pack.
One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was he? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Sandal is a savant of enchantment.
Enchantment.
So let's get some enchanting down. As you can see, brings up your whole roster's equipment, not just yours. It's just obviously whatever can be equipped. But we're going to start with armor. Now obviously thanks to Origins in the Awaken, I can buy the runes that wouldn't normally be here. Now generally I just stick to the Constitution and armor ones. So I've got armor on myself. Tanks like Alistair can have a bit of Constitution. Liliana can have 1 con, 2 armor. Doggo, if I'm holding the right one, which is the black metal. Doggo can only equip attacking ruins. Sten's not really going to get used, but we'll give him some con. And I am going to end up using them boots at some point, so let's just put A plus 2 armor on them. Now obviously we've got very little that can be actually ruined up at the moment, but slow on Alistair is always nice. He is your tank. We'll do cold on there, and then on one of my daggers we'll do lightning. We're going to do lightning because the Noble's dagger already deals electric damage, so let's just triple up on that. Hit accept and it's done. After that, all we've got to do is we get rid of the leftover ruins. Not many of them, as you can see. Unfortunately, these have to be dragged over one at a time. But I am eventually going to make Morgan a rune maker, so I don't actually have to buy runes anymore. The willpower runes I've got just purely for mages. Just because obviously the extra willpower for their mana pool is always a welcome thing. And there we go. So I have obviously got a thing installed that disables the effect of the electric buzzing around the weapons, because honestly I can't stand it. It does hurt my eyes. These runes that I've equipped weapon skill on the weapons wise, they won't be staying. We'll talk to Levy Dryden in a minute. First and foremost, back to Mr. Borden.
I can't interest you in this? I'm sure you'll be.
Mr. Borden does obviously sell the runes. He also sells stamina draft recipe that we'll take. He also sells, as you can see, the stuff to make the runes, which is always nice. I mean, I could buy more runes, to be honest. Actually, do you know what it is? Give us a double paralysis rune and I'll take 3 more of them and we'll enchant them. But obviously mod that for the manual of focus if you want to respec. Is always nice. Now see, he gives you what here? You've got your Grey Warden hand puppet, the stick, the fat loot, that one, prayers for the dead, and that's all we want at the minute. King Marik's shield is for a different party member that we haven't got yet, and as obviously as you can see, you've got the ones that raise them, as well as just a random gold rope necklace gift. Obviously we haven't got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 party members yet, and that one we won't be getting, just because of the way I play it. And then obviously you've got the ones down here which then obviously decrease your character's things. But then there's thoughtful gifts which we'll buy, I don't know, say 20 off for now. Now the thing with gifting in this game that makes it so obscene, and why a lot of people don't do it, as you can see, his approvals went up to plus 35 there.
Wow.
And you will actually see him playing with it at camp.
Is that for me?
And you've got the thoughtful gifts. Bam, his approval is at 100.
Wow.
Now she does light up
I am grateful.
for the main gifts. I'll never ask
Indeed.
what Morgan does with that Alice at all. I don't want to know.
Interesting.
But the aim is,
That's a wonderful thought.
if we get everybody at max, I mean obviously dog's easy, but if you give him the stick you can actually play with the stick with him in the camp.
Unexpected.
I'll give him the Kunari Prayers of the Dead,
Unexpected. Thank you.
and I thought I did, but just enough thoughtful gifts. And now you're going to see all these abilities pop up. And what this does is this is going to increase said stat of the party member. Now for some it's not too bad. Alistair gets Constitution, which is why there's no point ever building into his Constitution really. Morgan gets Magic, which is just ridiculous. And Liliana gets Cunning, which obviously helps for the crits of her archery, I think. Dog gets Dexterity, which is why you just dex dump your dog, let's be honest. And the increases aren't small neither. And Sten just gets an absolute monstrous amount of strength. But let's have a look. So Alice is now at 34 Constitution. Now Morgan I know was at 45 Magic, 51. So he's got a Magic increase of 6 just off gifting. Liliana's Cunning 26, the dog's up to 46 Dexterity, so I never have to put anything dex wise in there again. Obviously it does tell you what it does there. And Sten is now up to total of 36 strength, which unfortunately still isn't enough
Well, all right.
for what I actually want Sten to use and do for me. Not the Helm of the Deep. But as you can see, most of the armor in here, like the Navaran plate gauntlets I would normally give him, which actually go with the helmet I believe he's wearing now, to be honest. But you can wear it with Bergens on it. Are at 41, and whereas Alice's Dragonborn, their Blood Dragons at 42. And I mean, 42, obviously Alistair will eventually go to the Temple at night, but we will get somebody else to wear the Blood Dragon. Weapon wise, I might be able to change Sten's weapon, although not to the Vishali, unfortunately. Oh, the Dragonborn Claver is still too low in strength to have the Dragonborn Claver as well. The Reaper's Cudgel is a mace, it's one-handed, which is why nobody's using it, like, say, Alistair, because I just prefer the Blood Dragon Sword. But we'll do that little bit of enchanting
Enchantment?
that I've got, and then we will talk to
And there you have it.
Levi Dryden. So this Noble's Dagger, we are going to chunk more into lightning, chuck a power rune on there, and I think I'm going to get rid of the cold rune actually for another paralysis rune, and the cold rune will just get stored for now. If Alistair can slow the enemy down, maybe he's got a paralyze in there, then more chance for us to deal damage. I will not be keeping 2 electric damage, but let's see what Levi Dryden's got to say.
You're a hard man to find.
You're a hard man to find. That's because I'm not a man, Levi.
Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told
Duncan
you
mentioned
of
very
old
little,
We've known each other for years.
to be
But
honest.
here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me,
I will say Levi Dryden's quest here is DLC.
a tragedy it
It's
is.
nothing to do with the main quest, but all we're
I
going to be
know
doing
he would want
today
his work carried
is
on.
having a quick look
His
into the
pledge
DLC. Although there is one that I'm still haven't decided how I want to do it, to be honest.
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of Ferelden back when the wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Orland banished the wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
I don't even watch Star Wars. That's what I need to know, Levi.
He wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base.
Come on, James,
Soldier's
boys.
Peak, and perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me?
Well, two, right, John Will?
1,000 blessings
Danger.
on you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Champion. So, Levi's off. Obviously, you can. I mean, I haven't showed it yet, but you can talk to your party members in camp.
I await your command.
The friendlier you are,
So, full of questions, are
the
you?
more likely you actually get there. You know, tell you anything. Now my party, I will try and make it a bit more diverse as we're playing. But I have a core party, which is 1,
Indeed.
2.
Yes.
After that, it doesn't really matter. So Liliana had a run. Let's give Sten a run. Give Sten a run. So anything, so obviously white, as you can see, obviously party camp's always in the top right. Your Fleming's foot down the bottom there with nothing there because as you can see the blight's moving. After doing progression story quest, the blight will move up and destroy Lothering, so you've got a limited time before you can actually do anything there. But apart from that, you can start and go Redcliffe Village to speak to the Jarl. You can go to Callahan Docks for the mages, Basilian Forest, which is obviously elves, Denerim, which I do like going to Denerim, but we're not going to Denerim yet. And there's Frostback Mountains, which obviously takes you to the dwarves. So my plan today is we are going to do DLC. I'm going to start by going to Soldier's Pass. Although I do need to start the story at some point. But we'll go to Soldier's Pass and bump into this man Felix.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Part of your problem?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's been quite the month. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out?
What's your name, man?
All the other things that went
What's up, big dog?
worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you...
Control rod for a golem. I mean, I prefer to pronounce it golem.
Just as well.
No.
You'll find the golem in a village named
Can't control Smeagol.
Here, I'll mark it on your map. I've heard it might be dangerous there with all the darkspawn about, but I'll wager that's not an issue for someone like you. Just hold up the rod and say Dulef Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told.
Dulef Gar. Dulef Gar. If not, I'll be back.
Right, well, oh, then I really hope it works. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Yeah, don't know how you lost your donkey, mate. And there we have our first DLC side quest underway. Honeyleaf, which we're not going to yet. We're going to go to Ban Lorenz lands. Oh, I thought we were going to get an encounter on the map there. Apparently I was just mistaken. Take a close look at the unarmed man. Ah, it's jumping. Oh, we were a bit late there. Right, here we go. Now this is perfect time to tell you what momentum does. Momentum increases my attack speed, as you can see. My character now swings, obviously skills aren't affected, but normal attacks, the speed at which you go is honestly nutty. And the dead man landed on him. It's a guard at Ostagar.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
Tried to help
You were
there.
there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
Dessert?
You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
I mean, this does start what is possibly my favourite DLC. I'm not quite sure if I'm strong enough for it. We might have to go do one of the main quests first.
To the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens.
It does, I mean, it does get you a nice armor set. you have the
The
key?
Maker has a sense of humour, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Van Loren's hands by now.
Why am I not surprised? Is there someone else we should be bringing back from the brink of death instead?
I was afraid.
Put on there, Alistair, you
I
snidey
thought I
bastard.
would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please. It's probably still there. The
Where?
key's behind a loose stone, the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
It is
Oh,
vital
we'll
that
be
the
going
king's
back, Alistair.
documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Kaelin's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
I'm sure they're having loads of fun with this body, man. I was tied on a bit of spring marionette in the battle. Repeating it. Over. And over. And over. What's the militia man got? Scale boots. No interest. Keep it in console. Keep it in the console. I don't want the console. What am I going to use the console for? Bam. So, we'll level up Morrigan first. Yeah, this is just one spell. It's just with Morrigan's magic being at the stat it is. There's absolutely nothing she cannot learn. So what we're going to do now, even though I would normally go for either sleep or life shift to get to Death Cloud and obviously Waking Nightmare, or maybe even Mind Blast. I do love Mind Blast. Only way there. Telekinetic weapons and Crushing Prison. Even more healing spells. Don't really bother with anything apart from Spell Wisp and maybe Grease on that tree. What we're going to do is we are now going to buy Vulnerability Hex. The Vulnerability Hex lowers resistance to all elements, which in this game is called by Ice, Electric, Ice, Thunder, Fire, Nature and Spirit. It just so happens that my daggers deal one of them elements. So I want Steel for a very important reason. Coup de grace. I never bother with that, like. At least not yet. Anyway, we could go for Griffin Prowess, or we can go Phantom Body. Then we'll go for Wraith Body, which is obviously a passive. Does tell you obviously underneath the skills it's an activated skill, activated. That is obviously a passive. It's like Grade 1 Sense is activated, but I never bother. Grade 1 Sense is only there for Living Bulwark for Alistair, and then Doom of the Blight, just for a free paralyze against multiple Darkspawn if it ever needs. So basically now we've got Dodge Tank, which the more decks you have, the better chance you've got dodging attacks as well, which is why Alistair gets built Strength and Dex. Honey, I don't care about how much damage he does. Constitution from the gifts, but honestly, even without them, don't need it. Willpower for stamina, don't need it. Dexterity, increase defense. I mean, you can see yourself, it increases defense, but it does increase your dodge chance, and strength is just your raw, which is what warriors need. So I now swing faster. With momentum, I swing even faster. Now, what we're going to do now is we are going to go enemy rank boss or higher, which does you boss, elites and elite bosses. Use ability Vulnerability Hex, and honestly I'm going to put that right up the we'll put that under the miasma when we're surrounded for now. But we'll put that up the top. And what will happen then is I will get extra damage. So, we'll leave Bandoren's lands now. And as you can see, Ostagar is back. We can do the return to Ostagar. But I don't want to yet. I'm going to Denerim, which I think is what we're going to do now. This isn't going to be a long... Oh, well, our first encounter on the map. Now this can be anything from a scene where you see people talk, or just a straight up fight against a bunch of Herlocks. Now, as you can see, I swing so fast with half wave momentum. I never use dual striking again. You cannot crit, you cannot backstab and dual striking. Sten dead. Sten died. Wow. Good job, Sten. I can't wait to get rid of Sten. Get up, Sten. Bandages. Bandages. Darkspawn Omega Battle Axe. We're going to take that just because it fucking sounds cool as fuck. And I'm like a child. And just like that, I don't have traps. But if I brought say Liliana, she could disable every single one of those traps for 5 XP each time. No, the encounters on the road is pretty cool. I will show as many of them as possible. I might even try and get as many as possible. And Denerim is a huge crash risk, because this game was never meant to be run on anything more than a dual core CPU. But we're into Denerim. I'm not going to be here very long. I'm not planning on staying in Denerim.
You know, make polite conversation just to put people at ease. You mean that I should?
Why does Sten's head never stay helmet? Why has Sten always got his helmet on? No helmet rulebook. There we go. See that beautiful face of Sten's. But we're here purely just to pick up a lot more quests. So we've got Back Alley Justice, which happens in the town of Denerim. Missing in Action, which is a gear which happens, which we can't do for a while, that one actually. Same as Fazil Sextant. Against Push. Blah, 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 we can do on the map. Desperate Haven, which we'll encounter on the map, and Skin Deep. Assaulting, say, creatures assaulting Redcliffe. But we're not going to Redcliffe yet. Wait, where's the dog going? Why is the dog bringing his kids?
Puppy.
Where are your mother and father?
Puppy.
Puppy. If he comes with us, he's going to have to fight Darkspawn. He returned to his parents. Put him back, dog. I love the fact that if you bring your dog here, your dog does just straight up kidnap a kid. So while we're here, there is obviously a lot of other quests we can undertake. We can finally find
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you?
Mage's Collective Liaison.
I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives.
I mean,
without
where
the
to begin with
constant
this?
scrutiny
This
of
is
the
just
Chantry.
pretty much like the Chantry quests, the Blackstone and Regulars quests. We will get quests from these that we can then turn in for a medium amount of gold, and most valuably, the experience. It's a luxury, man.
We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Typical full-on JRPG. This we do everything. But you get your quests from the bag here. So Blood Mages, Missing Mage, and the Scrolls of Bannister. Bannister. I thought that statue was a white dog on a fence. My God, I'm losing it. But I mean, as you can see, I mean,
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you
what did career?
To my business.
You know, that's going to be important later on.
Those are too small. Send them back to the priest for more training.
What else we got around here?
The city yesterday.
Lovely Grey Warden poster.
Do not truly think I look as my...
Let's read about the Grey Wardens. The Griffins will rise again. And if you talk to the city guard,
By order of the new Earl of Denerim,
we
no
can't
one is
enter
to
the
enter
alienage.
alienage.
I'll hold
There's
keep
been
out.
an elven uprising. Knifeers even have the gall to attack the Earl's only son. Killed him in cold blood. With the
If you
whole
play the
European
elf
family dead,
city
the
origin,
Rendon Howe of Amaranthine, the new Earl of Denerim.
you'll find out
First thing he did was lead a
why
party to the
that
Aegon.
happens.
It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way.
On your way. I mean, the fact that nobody here recognises me as a Grey Warden. Oh, we've got a book down here. And the dude's name in orange. Master Ignacio.
Enjoy browsing my wares.
Gonna buy the bear.
My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock. I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
Need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
Taddy bye bye.
To you, Warden.
See, everybody knows I'm a warden,
If you have coin, welcome.
but nobody
to my
attacks.
shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking.
What have you got for sale? What's he sell though? Ash Warrior Axe. Crow Daggers. Now, obviously, if Crow Daggers are fantastic, we are going to buy a Quinari Greatsword as well. Got Orlesian bows, Antavian longbows. I'll take an Antavian longbow. I'm not so bothered about the crossbow, like. Explosive bolts are always fun, as are knockback bolts. Never really bothered with that. Barbarian maces, yeah. Looks fun because it's got a red background, but it's not. The saw swords look pretty. Crow daggers are honestly the next best dagger for the build I'm running. Armor of Divine Will. Why not? And crow armor. As you can see, a lot of crow armor. I'm gonna buy one. I'll see what it looks like. Focus rings, always nice. Elemental grenades. Elemental grenades? And this is 5 chambered flash shatters, dealing cold, fire, electric nature, and spirit damage. And now, now playing a rogue becomes semi worth it. I am going to buy all of this. Because I can. Even if I hadn't, you know, used the money glitch, I would still find a way to buy all of this. These are invaluable. Unfortunately, the traps aren't as fun. They're just not as good. But let's buy some more recipes there. Definitely want the poison recipes. I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't want the poison recipes. Let's have a quick look at what. Well, first of all, let's give Sten this Quinari Greatsword. It's probably better than what he's using now. The Chaser Flat Blade. Yeah, heaps better. And that fits him. But let's have a look, shall we? Crow leather, crow boots, crow gloves, crow helm. I mean, honestly, I don't like it. We're going to go to Spiritless Foil, Angled Striker, Silver Hammer's Trackmasters, and the Smuggler's Armour. Armour of the Divine Will, nobody's going to be using for a long time, but we're going to get me built back the way I was to start with, and we're going to go backwards around this place. Whoop! Hey, there's the chest breaking animation for Nagbul Commander's Helm. You will occasionally lose items. Can't remember if she sells
Good
anything.
day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers
Oh,
for a lady friend, perhaps.
oh, Legion.
Roses can open any woman's heart. And smelling good. People judge. Perhaps you seek the armor smith.
Oh, Legion just like
Then to
Liliana. I got an apprentice there, but we can't do that with him. So we're gonna open this chest. Just by stabbing it a lot. Nobody seems to care. There's a key needed for that chest, and I can't remember where you got it from. I was gonna say I'm sure. There's another shop around here, and there is. It's Gorum.
Welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
Hell yeah, man. What you got?
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
I'm not even forged by you, my dude. And what a surprise. Look at all these dwarven swords and mauls. Cool in practice, just very rarely used. Oh, could we upgrade medium and light armor? Is on dex build for rogues. Heavy and massive on strength. I can't remember what Sten's strength is. Get Sten a rock knocker helmet. Perhaps. Tell you what, let's get them. Also grab that and that. See if we can upgrade Sten. Maybe it's Alistair a little bit. Dwarven massive armored gloves. There's the rock knocker gloves. Dwarven massive rock knocker. Dwarven massive rock knocker. I mean, I just like saying rock knocker. Now Sten can equip all of them. What about Alistair? Alistair cannot equip rock knocker. So Alistair will be going, massive on Alistair. Normally I like the massive armor on Sten. But for now, Sten is going to be our rock knocker. Just because it looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. And Alistair can have Dwarven Massive. Along with the heavy Dwarven Helm. Bam. You can get the charge knocked down. Looks knocked down. Get the item set bonus, and I no longer look like a Grey Warden wandering around town, which honestly seems for the best. I'll sort my inventory out after this episode. Probably pick the next episode up and camp.
Trust this blood. You're a Grey Warden, Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend and good King Caelan. I demand satisfaction, sir. An
Satisfaction?
deserves no
You can't give me no satisfaction.
honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the battle and the Nord Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Very well.
Make peace with the Maker, sir. These are your last moments.
And now I should hopefully get to show you why playing like this is ridiculous. So I'm going to put all my curtains down here, all of them. Acidic curtain, I've already got out. Concentrated death root, I haven't, so we'll get that up there. Concentrated venom. I will organise this. I'm not going to have... Whoops. It's already on. So is the venom. I'm not going to have me bar looking at this all the time. But, before we go shopping, we'll go give this man satisfaction, eh? So.
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you.
Let's do it, mate. One on one, let's go.
Mine look after you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
Begin. First things first. I want to use 30 fighting. And then I think we're gonna go crow poison. And we're gonna move straight around the back of him. And look at that damage until he walk riders, because he's a little bitch. Now, obviously, my defense isn't fantastic, as you can see. If you can lose this fight. If you lose this fight, you just lose it. As you can see, you win. You just win. You get that, and you get a lovely engraved mace, which could be used. I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more. Warehouse in there, we'll explore next time. We'll explore another day next time. Alright, we could go into. We'll go into the warehouse now. We'll go into the warehouse now. So I say after this, I'm gonna obviously start the next episode of camp, reorganising inventory, skill bar. There's just, you know, it's a warehouse. You know, there's not a lot here, apart from suspicious looking bookcases. But we don't have to worry about them for a long time. What I want to do now, though, is I want to go into the Wonders of Thedas. Now, the Wonders of Thedas is another shop. It's a lovely shop. This lovely shop sells stuff for mages, but it also has a lot of codexes.
I'm led to understand that the Canary have their own mages as well. Is this so?
I think they have any miniature golem dolls.
Tis all junk, just as I...
Is that an authentic chastened tribal fertility carving?
What is Pashera? Perhaps it will be safer to study the floor.
As you can see, every now and then the characters gives you little hints about the gifts they like. Alistair likes playing with dolls and toys. Morrigan likes anything to do with, well, sex apparently.
Wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the circle.
So let's see what we've got here, eh?
Of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Now this man sells some good stuff. Winter Soul, Bam will have that. I also want Torch of Embers. We will also take, I mean, look at Reaper's Vestments, Avar Shaman. Mavari Dog Chain's always nice. A lot of these things you might be looking at going, why buy that? Why buy that? But honestly, a lot of spot Twitch costs us 2 gold. Ring of the Ages is fantastic if you're going to be fighting a enemy that deals any elemental damage, although I wouldn't really worry about it. That there, I never really use. I just like buying everything. But where it really excels in here is these. An ancient map of the Imperium there. But not just that. It's also the only place you can buy the bigger recipes, as well as the stuff to make them. But well, for now we're going to buy out this potion stock, because I'm not planning on keeping the difficulty on normal. We are going to be going when the difficulty is going to be increasing. Honestly, possibly when we get the next character. But as you can see here, we've got Grandmaster Flame, Grandmaster Paralyze, Master Cold, which is quite nice. I mean, Master Heal Roll plus 20 physical resistance is always appreciated. Spell resistance is always nice, although Alistair's a Templar, so it's not that we have to worry about that. But while we're here, so Morrigan is currently using Final Reason, 3 damage, 10 spell, 15 fire. With this one, as well as being able to use a magic from further away with a range of 70 and a spell power of 8. 2 magic, 5 spell power, 15 cold damage with 15 fire resist and chance for knockback. Although it just looks the same. Land of the Lion. I mean, I buy this. This is just a toss up between whether you want nature or spirit resistance. For now, I want spirit resistance. But it's in Enchanter's Cowl. I mean, the Almond Cowl is nice, but I do prefer that. And then we have Senior Enchanting Robes, 4 willpower, 4 magic, 6 defense, 6% spell resistance, 15 health. Is huge, but this will be lowering the magic. And then you have my favourite, which is the Reaper's Vestments. I will lose the willpower and the magic for that extra defense. But I don't know. We just need to figure out what I want first from Morrigan, I guess. I mean, which is a 51 magic there, which is honestly obscene. And if I put the Reaper's Vestments on her, she gets 61 defense, which she severely lacks, and goes down to 47 magic, which is still a ridiculous amount, to be honest with you. And the mental resistance check is quite nice. Does show you, thankfully. But the extra 10% chance to dodge attacks, so that's like what, 25% chance to dodge attacks at the moment. I think I can increase that later on. I can increase it now if I wanted. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's increase it now. No, spirit resistance for it. I know where I want to go. Now, none of these say only you create a character to use the Archivist Sash, Hearthstone Pendant. I mean, why would you want a warrior and reduced hostilities beyond me? Go Ring of Ages. But I do like the Dealer's Promise Ring. But I think the Ring of Ages. We'll go Twitch. I am going to be specking Morrigan to actually deal damage at some point, I suppose. You'll have to ignore us just dropping down constant saves in Denerim, mind you. Because it does like to crash. Obviously, you can open the map here, you can see, so a couple of people to talk to here. And there is actually quests to do here. And there is the map of Denerim. As you can see, we've got Dirty Back Alley, we've got the couple of quests we've got. Certain places we can't go to yet, but we can go to the Pearl. We will be going to the Pearl, the brothel. Brother Genetivi's house, but I'm not interested in that at the moment. What I'm interested in is, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll get these 2 Blood Mage doors done. And we'll leave Denerim. For now. Go back to the party, travel back to the party camp. And then we can sort
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think to tell
Sten.
me my place, Kunari?
Sten is sexist.
It is not done.
But it's the Kunari way. The men are the warriors.
I speak the truth. It is not.
Although we did miss it about the mages. You know, obviously, Kunari mages are mouth tied. And there's another 2 quests we got there, the Civil War and the refugees. But for now, we're going to go to the party camp. I do need to fix Alistair's enchantments. Store some equipment, and I will get my hotbar down the bottom here sorted for next time, because I've got far too many poisons not on there. So all of this will be disappeared for the most part, and I'll rearrange it. I do have a system. Obviously none of them get used, but we'll store them all in there. These will get used. Not sure about some of them. Oh yeah, we've got the Arcane Tome, which again is somewhere there. Mage only. Can't use it in camp. Should use that in Denerim. That is my mistake. There's no good storing anything yet. We'll quick talk to Sandal. We'll get these enchantments fixed on Alistair.
Enchantment.
Before we go back to Denerim though, we are going to be going somewhere else first. Great Warden Heavy. Is that all that I had them on? Was that? Commission Massive Armour, that was on Sten. Right, so Sten isn't getting anything. Doggo is not getting anything. Honestly, Liliana, I'll probably just upgrade Liliana when I want now. Morrigan doesn't need them at the minute. I mean, Alistair doesn't either, to be fair. Give Alistair some more of that, some more of that. There's massive dwarven meal. I can just whack 3 stout runes on there for now. Whether this stays is how I've got Alistair set up or not is completely different. We'll get rid of that. I'll probably go paralysis there, and on my noble dagger there we go. There it is. All the electricity damages. We'll go damage against the undead. Go movement speed reduction. Let's do Morrigan first, right? Morrigan can have... What can Morrigan have? She can have spell resistance, physical resistance. I think I'll give her the chance to remove, the chance to slow. And no, I'll stick to lightning. My weapons already deal lightning. I know exactly where cold iron's going. Cold iron will end up on here. Yeah, wait, cold iron will be used later. I know when I'm going to use cold iron. Grandmaster Flame is for somebody else. So we will get our inventory sorted here while we say goodbye, because this is where we're going to be leaving it for today. Next time, I'm not sure what we're doing next time. I think next time we might go and do there's a few people here who know exactly what I'm looking at here. But next time we're probably just going to go and do... What am I missing there? Booties. But next time we're probably going to go and start the hunt for... The hunt for whatchamabob. Yeah. Yeah, whatchamabob. 6 arm penetration, 6 attack. Yeah, I'll go with that. We don't need brigands, but I did completely forget to re-equip Liliana. I will do that in between episodes as well. But I'm going to leave it here for now, and next time we are going to take on the Circle Tower. I'm going to go see if we can get the mages to come agree to help us fight the Darkspawn. But that's everything for now. So, this has been Daddy Gladdy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.